What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Two-Wheeled Rider YouTube channel. My name is Mario Orsini. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing, or maybe unbagging, installing and reviewing the Rigg Commuter Light tail pack. Alright, so I ordered this off Amazon. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. They also make a Commuter, and then there's also a Touring. The Commuter is a little bit better than the Light. I'll put all the stats up on the screen. And then obviously the Touring is the largest, but from what I read, that thing is gigantic. And for my purposes, I just need something that I can throw, you know, sunglasses, ball cap, whatever, on the back of the 2.0. So, look at this new knife. That thing is so cool. Anyway, this is the way it came from Amazon, which is, I don't know, kind of disappointing. It wasn't at least thrown in a bag that you can't see through, but fortunately I live back here in the woods and no one bothered it. Alright, so let's take a look here. Obviously we've got some tags on it. I'll flash this up on there. It does have a lifetime warranty. I've had a lot of Rigg packs and I've not been disappointed by any of them yet. So let's take a look in here. This is going to be our rain cover. Got some more tags, and we have some installation instructions for how to put this thing on. You guys take a look down in here. See, we've got some tie-down straps. This is supposed to, looks like you could pull that out of there if you wanted to. It's a nice, you know, somewhat rigid pack. I like this zippable mesh area up here to throw some items in. You got a couple of spots there. You can either put a pen, pencil, or a tire pressure gauge. And the other cool thing about this is if I do need some additional room, it is expandable. So it looks like it add, you know, at least a couple inches depth there. So let's go ahead and zip this back up to its normal size. And then, like I said, you do have the rain piece on it. Normally I just tuck these and keep them in the bag. They don't take up a whole lot of room, and you're ready for if you do get in some rain. Though I can't speak for this one. I haven't used this one yet. Most of these Rigg packs, if you're not in like downpour heavy rain for a long period of time, they generally work pretty good without the rain cover, though I have had to use it in the past. So I like this thing. Let's go get it put on the bike. Alright, so we're in the garage now on the Aprilia. I'm going to unlock the rear seat. I did a little test fitting in here, so this ought to go pretty well. Included in your kit are 4 shorter straps, 1 longer strap. The longer strap is for if you want to, you know, connect it on and basically like turn the thing into a backpack. So fortunately on the Aprilia, we've got a couple of spots here going to make it easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop, there's a loop here on this end. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this strap all the way through. Do the same thing on this one. I'm putting the loop in from the bottom of the rack. Do the same thing on the front. I found when I was test fitting that the furthest back spot and the furthest forward spot seem to make the most sense here. Now obviously every bike, every application is going to be a little bit different, but if you've got a 2.0 like mine, I'm going to do it this way. This seems to be a pretty good way to do it. Okay, now with those on, so we're going to put the seat back on, and then we're going to grab the bag, and we're just going to get everything buckled in to start with. I'm going to treat this kind of like you're torquing down lug nuts or something. We're going to go in a crisscross pattern, so we're just going to pick one. We're going to start with the back right, then we're going to go to the front left here. Let me get the pull out of the elastic. And that thing is really on there. Now you're probably wondering, like, what do we do with these? Well, fortunately, Rigg provided some elastic pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these up, get those tucked in. That ought to make everything nice and tidy, and then we'll kind of show you how this thing looks on the bike from a little bit wider shot. Alright, so you can see I've got the excess strap tucked in to the elastic band. Guys, just pretend like it's 7th grade again and you got to tuck it into your waistband, same sort of thing. So that's definitely very clean. If we pop these off, you can take this thing right off. You can see these aren't flopping around or anything. You probably don't want to leave these on the bike if you're riding without this, but for taking it inside your hotel room, carrying it around like a backpack, whatever. Pretty convenient, and then it's pretty simple just to click it back on. Alright, so I'm going to interrupt this video for just a second because since I filmed this like review install video, I've used this bag quite a bit. I want to show you one more quick thing and then we'll go back to the video. Also, sorry for the audio. Since shooting that, I've upgraded the audio. It's way better. It should sound better for this next segment, but hopefully it sounds good enough for the rest of the video. Okay, so I like this bag so much, I've started using it on my Grom too, because there's obviously not much space to store stuff on it, so it's good for, you know, some things I'm going to show you. Like I haul in my Aprilia here in just a minute. But instead of spending another 130 bucks, I spent $16 on some extra mounting straps. While you could move yours back and forth, 16 bucks just makes this easy, and then I can quickly unbuckle it and put it back over on the 2.0. But let me show you one other accessory I got because I think this is kind of cool too, so you don't have to take these straps on and off all the time. All right, so I'll flash the part number up on the screen, but what I got were these little accessory connectors here. So I've already got this one connected, and basically what you can do is just connect these to the straps, so then they're not flapping around in case you're not using the bag, and you kind of want to keep that seat open and not have to bother with taking these things on and off the bike. I think these are about 10 bucks a set. I went ahead and ordered 2 pairs, one for this bike, one for the Aprilia. It just makes it a little bit easier than having to take stuff on and off, but I just wanted to show you this, and I'll link it down in the description below. Okay, so with it on the bike, you get this nice dual zipper locking. I say dual zipper, you've got 2 zippers on it. You open it up. One of the things I like about it is it's silver inside. It's not black like a lot of bags. So much of our stuff we use, sunglasses, cameras, batteries, all that stuff's black, and when it's inside of a black bag, it just makes it difficult to see. Again, if we take a look at the top here, you've got a really nice zippered area. This is like, it's formed. It's not floppy. It's got some rigidity to it in the top here, so you got plenty of space for storage up here, whether it's spare gloves, sunglasses, whatever it may be. Down here, if you wanted to strap some clothes or something in, or something that compresses, you do have these Velcro straps. You got them on, they crisscross here. You can definitely strap something down. If you don't need them, they will stay out of the way. And then like I said earlier, if you want some extra space, you have an additional zipper for a little bit more room, and then this Nelson Rigg logo down here is reflective. And then just to give you an idea of what it looks like with some stuff in here and what you can fit, obviously I threw a pair of sunglasses in here up top. Got a GoPro camera and mount. Got a little point and shoot camera here. Obviously I'm able to get my ball cap in, bottle of electrolytes, water, whatever it is you need. This all fits in here pretty well with some additional space, and that's before, you know, we expanded out for a little bit more space. The other thing I want to show you real quick, and this is something, you know, if you're going out on nice days, maybe you don't need it. It's got a little drawstring. This is your rain cover. It basically just folds right over the top. It looks nice. It fits right over the top there. And then to cinch it down, you're just going to pull on the little drawstring cord. It also has a zipper in it, so if it is in the expanded, the bag's expanded up, you can unzip this and it will also grow along with the bag. Obviously, if it's not, if the bag's not expanded out, you don't want that extra room because it's going to give air more of a spot to get under there. So it doesn't take up much room in the bag, having had, you know, these types of bags from Nelson Rigg before. I've got all that stuff I just showed you in there. If you just roll this bad boy up, I'm pretty certain it's going to fit without much issue. You could probably even, if you wanted to, just do this. Just makes it easier. Out of the way. Put it up there in the top. We're all good. So now this is what the bike looks like with the tail bag on it. Sport bikes are supposed to look cool. I think this Aprilia is one of the coolest looking sport bikes there is. I know I'm a little biased, but I think having this bag on the back of it, the lines go pretty well with the rest of the bike. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, and it provides some much needed utility for me to be able to haul a few items with me when I'm out on a little bit longer trips, or maybe I'm out filming on the bike. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the unbox install review. I know it's not the longest review, but it's a tail bag. You either like it or you don't like it. It either works for you or it doesn't. And like I said, if you need something with a little bit more room, they do make this same model just in a couple of larger sizes, so be sure to check them out. I'll try to link that stuff down in the description below. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, considering that subscribe button, because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. you have any questions about the bag, or maybe it's a few months from now and you want to know if I'm still using it, spoiler alert, I will be. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.